Okay, guys, so we have official art. We have the official information for Grand Cross What If. So this Grand Cross, like Crossverse or whatever they're doing, is going to be pretty crazy because now we do actually have female, or I guess another Meliodas. This is the first time I'm seeing this. I have not seen this at all. I have seen like a little bit of the pictures, but I haven't seen the information. So this is the like legit since it came out. I'm finally getting a chance to look at these. They look good. Let me turn down my mic a little bit, but they look good. They look good. I'm actually surprised. These, yeah, not bad. Okay, so another Meliodas or female Meliodas is a dark type. Okay, nice. This is gonna be a crazy kind of a crazy celebration. But all right, let's take a look at what another Meliodas is doing here. So this is going to be the passive skill. Increases the basic stats of applicable allies. Okay, participating in battle by 50%. Demon 7 deadly sins. Increases their max HP by 20%. Using a skill or counter inflicts bonus damage equal to 10% of the hero's max HP. Okay, and I do know you can use these female versions of the characters with the actual canon characters. So this is crazy. This is actually pretty crazy just right off rip because it's a skill or a counter. So Esterosa, obviously Nemesis Meli, and any demon that comes out or 7 deadly sins character that comes out with a counter. This is gonna be absolutely crazy, and really good in PvE events too. Really good. When all allies, including the secondary slot hero, are demons or 7 deadly sins, the hero gains Arbiter of Transgression, okay, and taunts for 1 turn. So this decreases, or damage taken decreases, or damage taken decreased value increases by the same amount as the damage dealt increase of heroes that use skills on the hero. Okay, I'm a little confused on what that means, but let's keep reading. The hero taunts enemies for 1 turn when using skills 2 or more times within 1 turn. Okay, limit to 1. Ah, I see. Okay, so every time this hero uses 2 skills, they're gonna taunt. That is a pretty interesting mechanic, actually. I actually really like that. So you can only, can you only do it once per battle, or is it only saying, so can you only really do this once per battle, or can you do it every turn, but only for 1 turn within the same turn? Okay, I don't know. I'm not too sure on that part, but okay. While taunting, the hero's final damage taken from enemy decreases by 50%. Okay. Keep in mind that you're gonna get this damage taken decrease as well. Oh, I see. So every time they attack female Meliodas, the damage taken decrease value. I get it. Okay, I get it. At the start of the battle, when an enemy uses an attack skill, it has to be an attack skill during their turn. All enemies are inflicted with transgression for 3 turns. Each stack of transgression each stack of transgression increasing applicable allies defense related stats by 15%. So, oh damn. Oh, that's actually really good. You can stack this through. How many times did it say you can stack it? Is there there's a cap on this, right? I mean, it says 2. I'm gonna assume it's 2 times. So. Yeah, 2 times. Okay, so 40% stat reduction, pierce rate minus 20%. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna really hurt, obviously, the Gachiakuta characters. Okay. That's really gonna hurt them. When an applicable ally uses a skill during the ally's turn, all transgression instances are removed from the enemy. What? Wait. For each transgression removed, all stats of allies increase by 3%? Okay. Okay. Wait. So you could do this 5 times. So that's actually pretty crazy. Okay, so every time that this unit gets hit, basically, you're stacking transgression. So Orbiter of Transgression is only for 1 turn, but every time they attack, they're decreasing their attack related stats. They're giving you more damage, like damage taken decrease. So they're giving you even more damage reduction. Plus, they're also giving you this final damage taken whenever you're taunting. Okay, wow, that's this. So what is the purpose of this unit? To just be a tank then? Slash utility? Let me see what the attack skills are. Let me see what the... So passive looks good. Passive actually looks really good. Okay. So Dark Blade cancels stances, of course, on 1 enemy, inflicts transgression damage. 5 stuns? Chat, there's like this unit is stunning as well as canceling stances. Nemesis Melee is gonna have a little bit of trouble, I think, against his own self. That's crazy. So transgression damage does 5 times the pierce rate, ignores 100. Chat, ignores 100% of the enemy's crit defense. What? And then it does 2 times. And then it does two times damage against debuffed enemies. I can see why. Okay, it might not hit as hard as I'm thinking, but because the percentage is only 250% at 3-star, so it's gonna be really, really weak at 1 and 2-star, I think. But that is still crazy with everything it's doing. Cancel stances, stuns. It ignores 100% of the crit defense. I guess that really only matters if you're able to crit with this skill. Like if this skill actually allows you to crit, or not allows you to crit, but you know, if you're really able to crit, it's going to matter more. But if he's not critting anyway, I guess that's not the biggest deal in the world. But still crazy. Okay. So Cyclone Dark applies Infect, for 2 turns, and inflicts Dark Brand damage equal to 230%. It's an AoE Infect. Oh, that's super good. Okay, nice. That's a W. Okay, so an AoE Infect is super, super crazy right now. Only LR Beatrice and Subaru are really the only ones that have a AoE Infect. I guess LR Esterosa does to an extent too, I think, with his Dark Veil, but that's not really an AoE. That's more so like if they attack him while he's stanced up, right? I believe that's how it works. But yeah, AoE Infect is really, really good. That's really, really good. Okay, so ultimate attack, Diabolical Coronation. I like that. Okay, gains a 50%. This is 6 out of 6. Gains a 50% increase to attack related stats for 2 turns. Inflicts transgression. You guys already know what that does. So it's an AoE too. Wow. So the ultimate at 6 out of 6 is going to hit really hard. Really, really hard. 50% increase to your attack related stats. Then you're getting a 5 times boost to your pierce as well. So it's gonna hit so crazy. I don't even want to know what numbers it's gonna hit for. You're definitely gonna crit on the ult. Like you're definitely gonna crit on the ult. I promise you that right now. You're definitely gonna crit on the ultimate. So that is really good. Okay, anything else that we're missing? Overall, seems like a really, really good character. Oh, and then this is what the ult level is looking like. So 450%. Obviously you want to get to 3 out of 6. That's the sweet spot. 2 to 3 out of 6. Okay, so same thing, like 2 to 3 out of 6. And then you actually get more defense related stats. That's not the biggest thing in the world though. That's not terrible. Yeah, that's not actually that bad, but you still do want a 2 or 3 out of 6 ideally. But okay, yeah. Okay, Meliodas looks good. So we're going to go ahead and skip to Bond. So, also shout outs to Marilli. I don't even know if I said that in the video. Shout outs to Marilli. But we're gonna look at Bond now. So let's see what we got going on here. I really like the models for the characters. Oh, and Bond's a light type. Oh, so you'll be able to use them in every piece of content. Okay, nice. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, I really like the design of these characters, by the way. Super good design. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at Bond here. Summer Hunt. Increases the basic stats of allies participating in battle, humans, and 7 deadly sins by 15%, and he decreases their damage taken by 50%. Ooh, and then what did Melly do? Melly increased the basic stats 15%, same thing like Bond. But Melly, he actually gives you max HP and excuse me, I'm indigestion. But he actually gives you max HP, and then he also gives you that additional damage at the end of the attack. Okay, and then Bond does the damage taken by 50%. Okay, the hero gains craving for 2 turns at the start of battle. Craving increases. Oh, I like that. Okay, so HP related stats, nice, not bad. Grants applicable allies immunity. Oh, damn. So you won't even be able to use an AoE infect. Oh my god, you can use this Bond with Gojo Bond. I just realized that you can use this Bond. So if this applicable allies immediately recover. Namara, what are we doing? They immediately recover 30% of the damage taken during the enemy's turn. Is this good, chat? Is this a good unit? 40% damage. Oh wow, including counters. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how the calculations for damage suppression and like just overall damage taken, I don't even know if those are 2 separate things, but that is really crazy then. 50% damage reduction there, 40% damage taken suppression. Okay. When the hero uses a craving skill on an enemy with Mark of Craving damage dealt minus 70%. Ooh, the damage dealt increases by 100%. Oh, okay. So basically, whoever you attack and they have the Mark of Craving on them. Okay, how do you? It didn't say how you give it to them, but okay. So, but you only get this for 2 turns at the start of battle. Okay, I guess that's not the craziest because I'm gonna assume this is maxed out unique. So you only get it for 2 turns. Okay, that's not like the craziest thing in the world, but it's still really good though. A lot of healing. Okay, so if you attack with Mark Crave, okay, the damage, okay, really good damage. Then if you attack the right target, and if damage is dealt, the hero steals 1 orb, ooh, of that enemy's ultimate move gauge, then enters stealth for 1 turn and does not take reflect or counter damage. Okay, and this unit is a light type, so they're going to be type effective against Meliodas. Wow. Okay, these 2 hard body cuck Nemesis Melly. Okay, so these 2 are legitimately like the perfect counters to him. Wow. So how do you give the Mark of Craving then? I assume that's gonna be, does it say? For each orb of the ultimate move gauge stolen, allies' basic stats increase by 5%, and the hero's crit damage increases by 30%. What the? Whoa, 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 whoa. Does this say, correct me if I'm wrong, for each orb of the ultimate move gauge stolen, allies' basic stats increase by 5%, and the hero's crit damage increases by 30%? Does that say 10 times? Am I missing something here? Is there like a translation error perhaps? Does that say 10 times? When an applicable ally skill doesn't result in a critical strike, it inflicts additional damage equal to 40% of the hero's. Well, goodbye, Rio. Goodbye, Rio, right? Because Rio, literally, you cannot crit the enemy team. We're on the team. So this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. What are female bond skills? Let me see that real quick. Let's take a look. Captivating Beauty. Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, so she can apply Mark of Craving on one enemy for 2 turns at 3-star. It then inflicts craving damage, which is just 3 times. She is gonna do so much damage. He actually is gonna do so much damage. Because, again, she's increasing the damage dealt by 100% right here. And then with the actual skill, it's doing an additional 150%. This single target skill, I want to see it in game because I think that this is going to be one of the hardest hidden single targets ever. Like, it does seem like that's what it's going to be. Now, this is rank 3, so, you know, it could be, the multiplier could be much worse on rank 1 and 2, but that's crazy. All right, so Assault Hunt, funny, inflicts Veracity damage that does not trigger critical strikes. So basically the successor to Cleave. Okay, so this is basically the successor to Cleave. Veracity, 3 times Pierce, additional damage equal to 120% of your crit damage. And then remember, she also does, where is it? Right here. So that's crazy. Oh yeah, this team is going to be crazy. Like, it's actually going to be so wild to see this team in action. Beauty of the Hunt is the ultimate. This is 6 out of 6. Applies Mark of Craving on all enemies for 2 turns. So I assume 1 out of 6 is going to be 1 turn, and then maybe 2 turns at 2 out of 6. I don't know. That is so crazy though. This is like, wow. Okay, basically with Bond here, it does seem like you do want to do, I mean, it does just seem like you just want to do as much damage as possible. There's not really any like gimmicks. I mean, you do steal 1 orb whenever, what is it? Whenever you attack someone with Mark of Craving. So that's okay. That's not gonna be as crazy as I think it's gonna be. I mean, that is 30% though. Like, so you hit them with a single target 3 times and you're already at 90% crit damage. That is wild. The doubling on basic stats too. That is, so what is that? That can go up to 50% basic stats potentially. In PvE content, Bond is gonna be crazy. I'm looking at him at more of a PvE side of thing. He's gonna be wild, or she's gonna be wild. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay, and then here you can see, actually the turn restriction isn't on here. So is it 2 turns? Okay, that's not bad then. 2 turns just on 1 out of 6 for the Mark of Craving on his ultimate. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so the attack is the only thing that changes on his. Wow. So you do already get this for 2 turns. So, okay. And then what? So their HP recovery. Oh, I see. So for his passive, you don't get the HP recovery if he's at 1 out of 6. Deals additional damage equal to blank of the hero's HP. Oh, so that also changes. But you only need them at 2 out of 6 for that. Yeah, you only need them at 2 out of 6, which isn't terrible, right? That's not a terrible ask. Okay. Yeah, overall, these characters look like they're gonna really shake things up. I do feel like we are about to see some pretty crazy stuff with another Bond and another Meliodas is what they're calling them. So very, very interesting stuff.